You know, what is our podcast rated? Like as far as PG, G, PG-13, TVMA?
You know, yeah, so probably
13. Okay. And just good to know for what kind of stuff to throw out. Because I almost made a joke about your microphone looking like something, but I didn't.
A ding dong, yeah. Well, the thing is, because none of this is live, we'll just burp and blurp out.
Exactly. Shit. But my kids will want to listen to it too. So I just thought we'd talk about
that's
that.
That's a thing.
Front,
yeah. Oh no, absolutely.
I'm really not into cursing in my songs anymore, or having subject matter that's like beyond PG-13, because it's just. I want to listen to it. I want my kids to hear it,
Exactly. My youngest, today we actually hung his new guitar up. He wanted a Jackson guitar for Christmas because his PV wasn't enough. Okay, he's 8.
Okay. You still have your PV, right?
I do. That's the only guitar.
And he's already getting
I do have other ones, but that's the only guitar.
He's on number 2 and you're still on number 1. Oh, sick.
Yeah. No, that's my baby. But yeah, so he's really into music and stuff, but he's very aware of ratings and all this. And so I took him to see Guns N' Roses.
Really?
And his favorite band.
Wow.
But he always goes, ooh, this one swears a bit. This one swears. Yeah. Sorry. And especially at the live shows. So yeah, PG-13. There we go. He feels okay listening to PG-13, but he'll discipline me if
you've always been a Guns N' Roses guy, right? Like, and I was more a Metallica guy. Not that we didn't like the other ones, but what's funny is my kids, their favorite band is Metallica. Your kid's favorite band is Guns N' Roses, which is pretty amazing. Like, because that's how we were as kids.
I know, it just carries it over. And you got into the heavy metal way before. I got into metal later.
You actually got me into it.
I was into the hair metal, man. And it was Leo who got me into it the first time with, he had Painkiller.
Oh gosh, that song's amazing.
Yeah, so he had that album, and that was like the first heavy metal album I ever listened to. That's a good one. And I'm just, that's awesome. It's a great album. No, prior to that, we were listening to garbage. So I'm glad my kids have kind of skipped over most of the garbage. But
yeah, exactly.
But like there's a big Ed Sheeran concert the other day, and like I honestly wouldn't. I know he's popular, but I could not think of a song for my life.
I couldn't either, but I'd totally go see him.
Yeah. He's a guy.
Music's fun. Music's good.
What I'm stoked about, actually, I have a concert coming up in March. It's been postponed for over 3 years, but it's Violence and Sacred Reich.
What? Sacred Reich?
So they're coming to play Wellington.
Nice.
Yeah, Sacred Reich. I don't know, because you're the one that was really into Sacred Reich way back. And I remember you had Surf Nicaragua. If you haven't heard it, their album from a few years ago, it's a comeback. Wow. It's fantastic.
I need to listen to that.
Sounds exactly the same. The songs are short, kind of punky.
That's
really
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I just went to just randomly went to a show. I can't even remember what the band's name is. They were popular. And they were amazing.
Good. It's good to see.
It was the Reverend Horton Heat. Have you?
Oh, Reverend Horton Heat. Oh,
they were amazing. Like I was able to get front row and be right there, and just the dude with the stand-up bass rocking it, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're like a quality band.
Exactly.
Not stuff I listen to, but I definitely have respect for them. That's like stuff my brother goes to.
Yeah, exactly. It was a lot of fun.
But good music, like very good music.
Yeah, I saw him on a sign. I'm like, I guess I'll go. Cool. Just showed up. And,
that's cool.
Not as good as Butt. Of course, but
no.
They really work hard and they try.
Yeah.
So
they try. Yeah. We'll play that live show.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a dream about that the other night. Actually, we were playing a live show. As a side note, I take magnesium for muscle pains, but the side effect is you have very, very vivid dreams. So so I had this dream that we were trying to play a show, and we were going to do Little Red Things. And like the most...
The one song we never recorded.
Of the dream was us like just trying to set up the microphone. We were just trying to set up the microphone, and like eventually, so then I started singing and I got like 3 words out, then I lost my voice, and it was like the typical dream. It's like trying to write down something important in a dream. But that's the closest we ever got to performing.
Wow.
Then I woke up and I can't get that stupid song out of my head all day.
Oh, actually, we did record that song. Yeah.
We did.
For like 20-something years, that was on our first album, but it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So we just decided we better record that. And it turned out pretty amazing.
Yeah. We always had way too many like inside jokes that just never...
I think we have like 4...
I guess because we never had an audience, they stayed inside.
We had 4 or 5 albums that we made covers for and everything, but we never...
Yeah.
Like one of them was we
Mirror Una
Banana, we Sue Smart, we Good Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We Good Go.
I can't remember all of them. Cool as a Moose, maybe? No, no. I can't remember. But, you know.
I remember We So Smart. Yeah,
so we gotta fill those in now. Yeah. 20-something years in the making. I mean, we have the covers. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, or we probably should have just never mentioned it, just pretended like they did exist. So our, fans list.
Well, they do exist. I mean,
so many new fans with this
podcast. They exist. They're out there.
Yeah, they're out there. Well, one is. Yeah.
We have the covers.
Yeah, my friends were finding like, oh, you're doing a podcast. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna check it out. I'm like, but you've never listened to my music. Like, what relevance is this going to be for you?
Yeah. But, I mean, so as we're doing this podcast, should we be discussing our music a bit, like preferred scales and notes that we like to hover around? Maybe how we compose and spend tireless hours putting notes down. And
the only thing this will go down for me in history, with. Just when I die or whatever.
Ooh.
You know me, and I have a horrible memory. I cannot remember any of our songs. Like, I can't play any of them. Except for one, and that's always going to be...
Yes.
It's just the best chord progression I've ever written.
I still play that song to this day when I pick up my guitar.
It is. It's just that thing you go to. So even though we never had any hits, but if we did, it absolutely would have been that one.
Touch My Penis was a hit.
You instantly know what it is when you hear that chord. You're like,
Yeah.
As far as other chords, and chord progressions, I think I like A, G, and C.
Oh, you actually have a chord progression.
Well, no, I play power chord on the 5th, on the 3rd fret, power chord on the same fret on the 6th string, and then I move it up to the same 6th string on the 5th fret. Those 3 chords are kind of where I move around.
That's 3 more than I know.
Although the solo on our last album, the last solo I did on, That's Too Bad. That was actually kind of in key. I actually made sure I was like playing notes that were part of.
Wow.
I was really going for that. It still sounds as it does, and I'm sure if anyone knows music and listens to this, they'll go, actually, you're totally wrong. That is not in key.
Well,
I believe it's in key.
You used a lot of chromatic progressions as you went through, so it doesn't matter if it's diatonic or not. You created your own scale and you used it, and that's exactly all that matters.
Like I said, I told you this a while ago. I only know one scale, and I remember talking to Bud Burke ages ago and showing him. He's like, "That's not a real scale, bro." Oh, well, it is to me.
Well, technically, he's not correct because there are thousands and
anything
thousands.
You play in a sequence,
exactly.
Yeah.
And so you can have your own scale if you like. It's the butt scale. It's like whatever's under my fingers at the moment. That's what we play.
That's what it is. Yeah, and I think we've recorded 200 some different songs, and I can't remember any.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I could play My Big Boy Goes.
Yeah,
Buddy. I think
that one's important. That's a good song.
But
fan favorite.
If we were to play live, we would practice. That's the thing. Is that we go, cool, these are the 8 songs we're going to play, and I would.
So that would be the first time we've practiced since we were 13 years old, and so we've never practiced.
Only if we played live, just so I at least knew the song I was going to play live. Yeah.
You'd break our streak of no practice just to play live.
Unless we just go up and play a whole new set
Exactly.
live. Yeah. That might be easier. Yeah. Then
we'll ask whoever's opening for us, like, hey, drummer, do you want to just drum for us? Like, there you go. And we'll get on stage and make up a set.
Yeah. Right. I haven't listened to it yet, but apparently those other guys are done with that album.
Oh, so you actually
for
have
all
it.
The people listening to our podcast, we have a new album coming out, and it's a split.
I was going to ask you if you listened to it yet.
No, I haven't. I think I have to request access to the files, but they sent me links to all of them. But it's just a reminder going, oh crap, we haven't done that yet.
I don't even really know what to expect from that.
I don't either. I saw some of the song titles, so they're more hard R.
Okay.
But that's fine. Once again, they sound like us when we were starting earlier.
Well, for those of you,
although we never really did swear.
For those of you that don't know, we're doing our first split album with another band. I can't even remember their name actually. I really haven't listened to their music at all.
Me neither.
Frankly, I
listened to one song and I thought it was
exactly. So you're like, oh yeah, totally. Mark's doing a joke. Let's just yeah, sure. Let's do a split album. No, it wasn't me, but we're gonna put this album out sometime this year. We recorded about 7 songs, 6 songs, 7, 8.
I think it's
7 songs.
I had no idea what went into a split. So when they said how many songs you want to do, I'm like, I don't know, 7. But apparently you usually do 3.
But it's still only like 12 minutes of music, so maybe 15. But
no, it's actually kind of long.
Okay.
I think we've crossed 20 minutes. Yeah.
Of real songs?
Yeah, we have some long songs.
Now, they haven't heard anything of ours that we did on that album.
No, they have no idea.
Okay, so they've probably heard.
Like, our emails are so vague. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, I tell them nothing, they tell me nothing.
Wow. So they might have seen us on YouTube or something, and maybe they're expecting. I don't know what they're expecting, but now they're getting country disco. They're getting like Thin Lizzy. They're getting like a November Rain ballad. They're getting Ministry. They're getting a little bit of everything there. Exactly.
It's absolutely perfect.
So if they're expecting something, they're going to hear it and be like, what?
Yeah.
And actually, I think it's some of our best work. I mean, it definitely turned out pretty awesome.
It did. It turned out really well. And
I mean, the songs are fun. And
I play it all the time in the car. And what I love is my youngest, once again. If someone starts telling him about a bad day or something's gone wrong or this and this, he just always blurts out. He goes, "That's too bad," and walks out of the room. It's just brilliant. It's just
exactly that's too bad.
We're influencing people, and also pretty good. Pretty good works its way into conversation.
Oh, I forgot to mention also B-52 style, and we have our first female singer doing backups that I don't even know her, but hired her.
Yeah,
she sang and sent some. She has no clue what the song's about or what it is. I just told her, say that or sing that was Tony and do it kind of B-52s-ish and just send me the file. That's all she knows.
Here's $5.
Exactly. And put it in the song. She's like some well-trained singer who has albums out. And
yeah, she sounded great.
Actually, she's phenomenal. But then maybe someday she'll hear our song and be like, what did I just do?
Please leave my name off of that. Don't worry, we don't give anyone
exactly.
credit.
I don't even give myself credit.
No.
I mean, that would be kind of silly. We remain anonymous.
Yeah. It's been 30 years.
Yeah.
Why?
I think we have 3 fans. You, me, and maybe me again.
Your mom was always a
fan.
Yeah. She was always quite into it.
Well, no, we do have that one fan.
My mom
one
never
fan
was.
from that Reddit feed.
That Reddit person. I did update. I never heard back from them, but I did go on there just recently and just kind of pointed them to the website, that long article. Yeah. So who knows if they go? I have no idea if anyone checks any of this. I'm pretty sure not. But
yeah, no, our
once again, we don't advertise. We just kind of throw stuff out.
Well, what's the point?
Once again, we have a podcast that nobody has ever.
Yeah, no one's ever going to listen to this.
Said, I want
exactly.
Yeah.
Someone might listen to this, and
But let me see. How do I do this? So this one, there's a couple before this, but people can find those another time.
Is that a?
I just like this action shot of watching the fire.
Yeah.
And then going the wrong way, and then boop, popped it.
Oh, nice. So it took that long to pop.
To pop. So where's this?
My eyes are bad, so let me try to zoom in.
That's why I wear my glasses now. Yeah. Sorry, they are kind of small there.
Okay, I'm gonna lean forward.
Yeah.
We're playing video games on a blanket, and we're sleeping at your house.
This is your pull-out.
My
couch.
pull-out couch.
Your pull-out
okay.
couch.
Yeah.
We always slept ass to
yeah,
face,
exactly.
yeah.
Well, I mean, so we could smell each other's farts.
Yeah. So yeah, that is because you had the Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, that's right. What is that?
Oh, this is one of our songs. One of the 99 holidays.
Oh.
That's Black January.
Oh, Black January. Nice.
Yeah, that's probably my most artistic.
That's actually really cool.
If you could see, it's a big butt. It's pooping out people.
Nice. I thought it was more like a ladder to hell or something.
Yeah.
I really like that. That should be a T-shirt or an album cover, actually.
It's a pretty good one.
The Day of the Fallen.
Oh, the Day of the Fallen. Yeah, here's another holiday. Somebody fell.
Yeah. Oh, look, on a line or something or a curb.
Yeah, a curb, I guess. Yeah. I don't give myself a lot of room to work with.
Who's the Ninja Turtle in the back?
There we go.
Oh, what's this? Little red thing inside of a green olive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Look how important this moment was when I found this olive and shared it with you.
Exactly. Yeah. So what else we got here? Oh, you had a thought. There's a bank. Oh, bank holiday.
So this was
Epiphany.
And Epiphany Day. They actually fell on the same day.
Nice. Bank holiday. Got to remember your bank.
So this guy had an epiphany to set up a bank holiday.
Nice.
I assume. Do you remember this?
We're sitting at a bar in Mountain View. Maybe.
And
drinking.
San Jose. Remember, it was a bar we grew up over by the old Chuck E. Cheese. You took me there.
Oh, that's the fifth quarter.
Next to like that baseball card shop.
That's when that's the place I'd get these quad margaritas. All in one cup.
Yeah, like you knew the gal there.
Exactly.
And I remember like going so it was one of my trips back to the States, and you brought me there, and I remember growing up always going, oh my gosh, there's like this CD bar. Who would ever go to that? And
Yeah, I took you right in there. But do you remember that bar in Mountain View we went to? And I think we took Tyler there too, and there was some like lady there who was showing people too much. I don't know if you remember that.
No.
Oh, you were there. You were just a little on the tipsy side.
Yeah, well, if it was in Mountain View, it was probably one of my.
It was that bar that was down an alley and it had a door that had
under the stairs. Mervin's,
yeah.
My favorite bar.
Exactly,
and all those things sound completely on par with that bar.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, well, I may not remember it, but that lady is probably a normal.
Yeah, exactly. There. Coming of age. Is that us growing up? We just look the same. We just have a goatee.
Yeah, you have a goatee. That's the difference.
How come I have more hair than you?
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, that's just dark. No, on the far right, it's like a little darker on top, like I have hair.
Oh, no.
Just... Shadow. It's a shadow. Yeah.
Poor
yeah, exactly.
Do you remember this one?
I can barely see that one. What is that? I need to.
It's my bug. So it's basically. So this is actually from your perspective.
Okay.
The back of my bug with a lady screaming in the rearview window.
What?
Do you remember that?
No. What was that?
We were driving down from my house, and the beast was fucking around, and they grabbed my steering wheel, and like we fought out, and basically got stuck in the gutter. And like I couldn't get out of the gutter, and we almost hit a street lamp. And in the back seat was their deaf friend.
Oh yeah, I remember the deaf friend. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like just screaming at. And then as soon as we were able to stop the car, she just got out, ran out into your car, and would never.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Okay.
I felt bad, but that is all the beast's fault.
The beast.
Oh, do you remember this dude?
Eric? No. Oh, wait. Oh. No.
One nipple.
Oh, the one nipple dude. Oh, yeah. We met him at like a camp or something, right?
Yeah.
That was who I was picturing. I just couldn't remember what was unique about him.
I have no idea their name. I just remember the one nipple guy.
That was a good fart.
And he has a cape because we did that little talk show where he was a
superhero. Yeah.
I can't remember. And then we did the Beastie Boys
squirrels. Yeah, all I really want is squirrels. I still have that tape.
I'm sure you do. I don't, but I'm sure you do.
There's a rubber ducky.
That's good old Farmer Joe.
Farmer named Joe. I like Joe.
That was always good.
Oh, wow.
This is it. Yeah, I do know this one. This is you, by the way.
Is that the kid that I fought that did gymnastics?
Yes.
So for those of you that
him doing a cartwheel
that are wondering here, this guy ticked me off, and for some reason we were gonna fight, and so he's like, "You don't want to fight me. I know gymnastics," and started like doing leg lifts and weird things, and I don't know. It was weird. It was very strange.
I remember we only went to his house a couple times. I just went through proxy with you, but remember he had that little brother who would never get away from the TV. He would only watch Willy Wonka. That
was a little weird.
It was, like I've never seen anyone like it was the only movie, and as soon as it ended, rewound, watched it again. So, but I'm sure that kid.
What was his name? Very normal. Daryl or something, right?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, he's got the D on the shirt in the photo.
Hey, there you go.
I don't know if he had glasses, but I assumed he did. There's one of us almost playing live.
Exactly.
That's the closest we ever got.
Were we just like, you had that little amp on your waist? Or were we on stage somewhere?
No, we were on stage. Remember, it was at your school, there was a talent show, and we begged to let us go on. Yeah. And then we lasted like 5 seconds.
Exactly.
And it wasn't even an original. We played a cover.
Exactly.
The little baby us when we were, what, 3 or 4
Oh,
years
yeah,
old.
yeah.
Hanging out under the deck with a leaf.
Used to poop under the deck. And yeah. The ivy leaves.
You always go, why would you do that? Then now that you have kids, you go, yeah, well, they do maybe not quite that, but still.
Yeah, I've had kids poop in the backyard, like behind sheds and different things. Like, why not go under the deck and poop? Just made sense. Yeah, it was like I could use a toilet and toilet paper, or I could poop under the deck and wipe my butt with a ivy leaf and just leave it there. It's probably still there. Yeah, actually, no. I redid that deck when I was 18, and I can remember when me and this guy were demolishing it. I'm like, I wonder if my poop's still there. It wasn't there. Wasn't there. No. I think some animal ran off with it.
A fan collected, a super fan.
All right. Nachos?
This is just our original recording setup. That's what that is. Oh.
Nachos and...
Casio boombox.
Yeah, a couple guitars and...
Radio Shack.
Yeah, exactly. We put out some quality stuff, with the equipment that was available to us.
I'm always proud of how clever we were with being able to...
making a 4-track recorder out of your mom's clock radio that somehow allowed us to multi-track for some reason.
Yeah, I still can't even remember how we did it, but there was some you held down a certain combination of buttons and
it was record and play at the same time or pause. I can't remember, but it wouldn't erase. It would just add to it. So we had a multi-track recorder really cool. That was just a clock radio. And that's how we did.
I have no idea how we figured that out, but
I know, right?
Yeah, that was,
well, maybe we were holding a button and we were just doing something, and we heard the previous stuff and the new stuff, and we're like, "What?"
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because I used to make little mix. That was a thing we would do, right? You would take a cassette you had, whatever. Bobby Brown or whatever you're listening to, and you'd remix it. And I think I was remixing Milli Vanilli, Blame It on the Rain or something, because you found out all their songs sounded exactly the same. So you could cut the different choruses together, and the melody and the rhythm was all the same. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think it was in doing that, somehow I must have tinkled with it and then heard them overlap. Do you remember this?
Is that a dog?
Oh yeah, don't worry about the dog vomiting. I just threw that in there for fun. It's more a reaction to what I'm doing.
Yeah. Trying to genius moment, trying to show off to a lady,
someone who's not in the photo. Yeah.
Jumping and standing on top of the pole and slipping off and and
I just stood up, put both feet on the pole at the same time, and then my feet just caved in and the pole went up. And I remember going to the doctor, the welts were black. And he's basically just saying, because I was wearing boxers, gravity was my friend. Had they not lifted up as I fell, I would have no children I have today. That was, even though it happened, it still makes my stomach turn thinking about it. I have a hard time watching people do stuff like skateboarders and stuff. It just cringes me.
That memory is burned in my head, and I think for anybody witnessing something like that, that would just make you cringe.
You don't seemed like a good idea at the time too.
Although you missed a funny moment to go to your doctor and be like, my teacher got a little aggressive with me, and
I know. I think I was just more scared shirtless at the time. Oh yeah, here we go. This was the reunion.
Oh, the reunion. Is that Steve back there? No, that's actually my
the guy who literally just fell asleep.
Yeah, Adam.
He just did a mic drop. Adam was
his name is Adam. And ironically, my warehouse is next door to his new spot, and I talk to him almost every day.
Oh, that's cool.
He remembers us, which is pretty cool.
That's funny because like we did that, and then I remember afterwards like, oh, we should have just gone to Steve's.
Well,
because you'd always stayed in contact.
Yeah,
with Steve,
but
right?
the thing was, you set up the recording, I believe, and or did I?
I thought you did. I didn't know this, dude.
Well,
did I?
No, I think.
Or did I just find a guy on Craigslist?
I think
well, maybe I did.
I think we were talking, and I told you that where I had recorded in the past, and I believe one of us did. Who knows? One of it.
Oh, then maybe I said it. Maybe
and
that's
what happened was you set it up, but we didn't know that my guy had moved, and so we show up there, and it's like, wait, where's Steve? Oh, he doesn't work here anymore. He has a studio somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
And we're like, oh, okay, cool. So. Yeah, I think we set up. We sat down like we were real amazing musicians, and he didn't know what he was in for.
Yeah. And then he's just like, all right, you guys do your thing. I'll just go get a sandwich.
Although I have to say, I mean, I do like the guy. He's cool, but like he set up a couple overhead mics and just let us go instead of really miking us and really.
Which is, I think, what we needed at that time. We had what year was that? That was
2005.
No, 7 or 8. I moved here in 8, and it was right before I moved, right?
Yeah, I think we did it as a last hurrah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So assume 2008. Yeah, summer of 2008, most likely. Yeah. So, that was our 15 year.
Yeah.
That was halfway through. Yeah.
Yeah, 15 year.
So
now we're going on 32.
30.
Because we started when we were 13, I believe.
Yeah, it's 1993. You corrected me.
Yeah.
It would have been. Yeah.
1345. Yeah. 1993. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait. It was somewhere around there. Let's just say 93.
Yeah, I think we went with 93.
We've been making stuff since then.
Yeah, making stuff since 1993.
Ooh, looks like a barbecue.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh, are we shooting lighter fluid and just making big flames?
You are. We went to the beach once and there's barbecue, and we were like trying to. I think Eric had brought like this paper barbecue, and the paper wasn't working. You're just like, well, I'm hungry. Just doused everything, and we just cooked it purely in lighter fluid.
That's right. We had nothing. We had nothing to cook with, did we?
Yeah.
We had no
paper,
no fuel, no wood.
Yeah, Eric had this as seen on TV paper thing, and it didn't work. You're just like, I'm gonna put lighter fluid on.
Yeah. Cooked it purely.
Why did we hang out with that guy? He didn't even have a car.
Yeah.
He needed us to drive him around.
Yeah, I went to school with the guy too.
Yeah, the whole reason we started talking to him was that one time we shot a rocket over his house.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't directly over his house. It was opposite his house.
No, but you went there I know this guy because we wanted to look in his backyard for him.
Oh.
That's the first time we ever met him.
Talking about the Lego fire. No.
But that happened across the street at the same park. Yeah. So it wasn't that long.
And then I ended up going to school with that guy.
Yeah.
Wonder if my farts are going to show up on this.
I heard it.
On air. We were at a radio station at Leland High School, and we took over the station. And
I didn't even put the beast in there. I assumed
the nice young
sleeping in or out
the
of
nice
frame.
Young beast got in a little trouble for that.
Oh yeah, a lot of trouble.
I didn't care.
A lot of trouble.
We took over the station.
There is another time I was there. It was just the beast and I, and their teacher walked in.
You were making out or something?
Who the hell are you? Yeah, I did. Neither of us went to that school.
Yeah, we hosted a radio show. That was awesome.
So for anything, we did at the time, that I would say the Beast was probably our first super fan.
Yeah.
They were like they basically put their school and jobs on the line to let us, goof around. So, I guess that's good.
Yeah. Frog. Mr. Toad.
Mr. Toad.
Hey there, Mr. Toad. I don't
think that's either of us. I think that's just a person talking to a toad.
I love that song.
And that one came out of that session at Adam's place.
I think...
Because we're just like, what's next? Like, Toad. Okay. Dun, dun, dun,
I've done several remixes of that song. I think I should share them with you at some point. They're kind of fun.
Yeah.
I even had my...
It's a really catchy track.
I had my hip-hop band do a version of it, too.
I could see that working. Here we go. Do you know this one?
Well, we're in the bug.
Is you and... Yeah.
What's behind the bug?
And we're scared shitless.
Oh, is Sean following us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's funny. We're driving around like crazy, like he was following us, but I think he was just pulling out of his gas station or something.
Oh, honestly, yeah. But you just had this idea that he was pointing and chasing us and all this stuff, and it probably none of that probably ever happened. Yeah. But man, I stayed out of that neighborhood for years.
Yeah, that guy. I wonder what happened to him. What jail he's in.
Oh, I'm sure incarcerated.
Yeah, exactly. He introduced us to a whole world of not illicit, just illegal activity that we fortunately didn't go down that path very far.
Yeah. We got in enough trouble not to.
I know. I think my dad was a little mad.
I didn't get to go to camp with you though, or whatever.
Yeah, we were gonna go to camp.
Yeah, you were going somewhere to go jet skiing.
Oh yeah.
And I wasn't able to go. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
at least you were still able to go. I think I took the brunt of that punishment on that.
I took some punishment when I fell in the water butt first really fast and had a lake enema. That was and that made me bleed too, so that was kind of fun.
Oof. Years later, I don't know how old I was, but remember my neighbors, Blake and Daniel.
Yeah, the little guys. The little guys that are like 6'8"
little
now.
Kids. Yeah, football player. Mm-hmm. We're up in their place in Tahoe, and we're on jet skis and all this. We're just having some fun. And I learned really quick, because it seemed like a good idea at the time, just like jumping on that pole. Hitting anything at about 35 miles an hour is not a good idea. So I thought I needed to go pee. So I'm like, let me just heroically jump off this jet ski while it's going full speed.
Oh,
I kind of bounced a few times and blacked out.
Oh my gosh.
Good thing I had a life vest and people had to come get me. But yeah, I don't. And anything at 35 miles an hour is not a good idea. So
water does not give like you think it should.
Do you remember where we are in this one?
Are we fishing?
We're fishing
in the creek.
No.
Was it at science camp or something?
No, it was. Gosh, I don't even remember where this place was, but there's this little place, and we were fishing. And then remember, there was some girl, and she was in a fight with her boyfriend. And then we ended up going back to her place, and she had an iguana.
Okay, Wooded Lake.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes, I don't even know why we were fishing there, but and we
I don't know. For some reason, we just thought we wanted to go fishing. We
just started talking to that girl, and
there would ever be fish in there. But I go fishing all the time now, and you always see just kind of teenagers trying to figure out how to fish and all this. Yeah. So I guess we were just we thought it'd be a good idea, and our dads made it look easy.
Yeah, exactly. You're on a swing set.
This was always my favorite what was the name of that school?
Greystone.
With the massive swing sets and it had the tire.
Greystone.
Greystone. Oh, man, that's the coolest swings. I don't know. Maybe if I look at it now, it's tiny, but as a kid, it just seemed like
it was massive. And if you look at it now, it's all a plastic play set, and it's kind of dumb.
It was so dangerous. Like,
pressure treated wood and tires, and it was way up there. Tires, it must have been like 20 feet tall, but in actuality, it was probably 6 feet.
So dangerous. Yeah.
You know?
Love that thing. But even
the metal slides
so
too.
We're almost fully grown.
You just slide down it and burn your legs.
Burn your hair. Yeah.
So you have to slide quick.
We never had like paintball guns, but that thing would have made an amazing course for something like that.
It would have been fun.
So this is you when you're a child going pee.
Oh, okay.
It's just something you would do, but it's one of our cool transition ones, and here you are as an adult.
Going pee.
So we swapped the... Going pee.
I think I just did that last night. I just peed out by my trailer. Yeah, because I had to go, and there it is.
I stay up late a lot, and I live in a very quiet suburb. And I don't know when it's after like 10 or 11 p.m. and everyone else is asleep, it's just easier just to go in the backyard and just kind of pee.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure if the neighbors look through their windows, they'll see them. But once again,
whatever.
Who cares?
It's all good.
Yeah, I don't know, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
Or even when I'm fishing, I'm peeing everywhere. Here we are. Here's back to 99 holidays. There's quite a big gap there.
Australia Day?
But Australia Day.
What's that?
So it's a guy with a backpack and poop falling out of it. And there's a crocodile, a snake, a spider, and a shark. Everything in Australia wants. Oh, and he has like the traditional Australian, party up front, business in the back.
Mullet,
No, opposite way. A mullet. He has a mullet.
I was going to say, is that a picture of like you dreaming about being that guy with that hair? Because if you or I could grow that hair, I'd be happy to sport it.
My youngest won't cut his hair, so he's got quite long hair now.
Should give him
ever since the concert, he won't.
Nice.
But this whole thing, Australia Day, was always an inside joke with me and some other random guy. I made a trip to Germany once because we had some friends from Germany that lived near my wife and I. And I took this guy out, and I only knew him for a few weeks, and he was such a great host. He's a guy actually who showed your parents around when they went to Germany.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was at my wedding. So this guy, Sivka.
Oh, Sivka. I met that guy.
Yeah.
At your wedding.
And I remember going there, and I took him to an like a 3 or 4 day concert in the middle of nowhere, Germany. It was Manowar.
Oh, Manowar's amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. It was the coolest concert I've ever. It was like all types of bands, but they were the headliner. So we just drove for days, middle of nowhere. It's the only time I've ever done with this camping European concerts. Just insane. He didn't listen to any of the music, but he speaks very little English, and I speak no German. And for some reason, we got onto this fantasy scenario about, because we were getting into the concert, and one of the people ahead of us they weren't letting him bringing his backpack to the concert because he probably had booze or something in there. And the guy is like Australian. He was very like loud vocal Australian. And it just turned into this joke with Sivka and I, and like, basically like, oh, you can't come in here because your backpack. He's like, whoa. And the whole joke was for some reason he was pooping in his backpack. Oh. And that's why they wouldn't let him in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's why that song exists. Yeah. And I sing about pooping in backpacks. Yeah.
I'd like to fight.
So crikey. That's about all I know about Australians is they like to fight. And one of them, the most famous one, got killed by a stingray.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
A computer in a car. Is that a computer?
Yep. Yeah.
That's amazing. Is that Oregon Trail? No.
That's Moon Patrol.
Oh, Moon Patrol.
You had that one. I never had it, so when we were at your house, I always wanted to play it.
That's right.
Yeah. And I don't remember too much about the
See,
game.
you got me with the
this,
color screen though, because it had
didn't you had the color version, didn't you? Or did my memory fill in the color?
It was always the green and black, but I think we upgraded. It
was like that CGA color scheme.
You know what? No, we did get a color screen. We did.
Yeah, because I think your dad was always pretty cool on tech.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you got the VCR.
Even if it wasn't, my memory filled in. But yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it was.
I think he spent $3,500 on a VCR when it first came out.
Yeah,
and then
the Super VHS. Yeah,
that
you had one copy of RoboCop. That was the only Super VHS video you ever had.
Yeah.
Your dad was into tech. It was pretty cool.
Oh look, presents.
Oh, there you go. That's your birthday, right? The 28th. Yeah. There you
go. Exactly.
So you get. I don't know what's in it, but you got something.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's me. That kid's fat. I was skinny as a kid, so. Oh, I think that was probably the year you didn't invite me to your birthday.
Oh, I didn't invite you?
No, there was a year I wasn't allowed to go to your birthday.
Why?
Because we're on the way to I don't remember this, but my brother does. Apparently, I wanted whatever we got you, the gift. Yeah. And I threw such a hissy fit that I wouldn't stop screaming about it. So my mom just went and dropped off the gift and wouldn't let me come to your party.
Wow. I wonder how old we were.
Probably 17 or 18.
Yeah, exactly. Was that last year?
Yeah, that's this year. Yeah. Here's me fueling up at a gas station, and so the guy on the left not impressed, me with a nice smile, and just paying with loose change.
Oh, nice.
Remember when you used to just pull out whatever coins you could find on the ground and pay with
exactly, because gas was like $1 a gallon.
And we drove these old V-dubs that like stepping. So yeah, there I am just paying. I remember that, like, they hated it, but you're like, oh wait, I found another penny.
Yeah, exactly. But
there you go. Oh, and that's just there. I drew these last ones all this morning because I was really good on schedule. So there you go. That's a little trip down memory lane. Turn that off.
Oh, you didn't show the one with the glass sliding door.
Is that not on?
It is. There's some older ones I don't think you went through.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, the sliding door's not.
It was there. We were looking at a sliding door, and did you delete it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to talk about it, but, I'm just surprised it wasn't there.
No, I think you're confusing the sliding door with the deck pooping one. But no, I know the sliding door incident you're talking about. I will draw that one if I haven't drawn it yet.
Yeah.
I don't see it in here.
Yeah.
But no, there's a couple, like the field on fire.
Yeah.
But I just tried to cover the ones from this month. But we should go through those ones because we do have that cool Power Rangers one as well. That's good.
And if you viewers or listeners have any drawings you'd like to submit to potentially go on our website, you can email us at, somewhere.com.
Just, go on our website or join us on Discord. We're on all the interwebs. Make sure you smash the subscribe button. Exactly,
and you can show us your art, and we might showcase it, and we can give you a shout out.
There's a good chance we won't.
Exactly. We have multimedia and stuff. People have to see
really
our website.
Need people to know what we look like.
Maybe.
Have people ever seen us?
Yeah, and be sure to visit our website at BUTT. That's BUTT 1993. No, don't spell it out with letters. It's 1993.com. We have tons of content for you guys to review and look through. I think he spent hours and hours and hours just coming up with the concept, and then putting it together took a couple months of your time. Yeah, but give it a visit and read over our extensive content, and
I will do my best to get this podcast out before the next one is recorded.
Oh, okay.
There's another life goal for me.
Yeah,
I will figure this stuff out. I'm a clever guy.